Rechelle here. Rechelle Mackay. Sorry, Rechelle Mackay. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have got an amazing topic. Comparison. We're talking comparison, comparing ourselves to others. Oh, I feel like today I'm creating all these videos around things that have really been my own personal struggles. Well, they have been, hence why I love to share these particular things. So I've just got a bit of hair in my face, keeping it real. Okay, comparison. Why do we compare ourselves to others? The bottom line is we're not trusting ourselves. That is the bottom line. So whether it means we're comparing ourselves to someone that looks better than us or we think they look better than us, it's not about comparing ourselves to other people, right? We're beautiful the way we are, yeah? And we're as qualified as any other person. I don't care if somebody has got they got a diploma in being a lawyer or they got a diploma in being a doctor. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, your qualities and your life experiences and who you are as a person is important. So what I want to say to you is I'm very passionate about this particular topic because for a long time I compared myself to others and other people's lives and where they're at, and I did this more around career, and I started to filter myself because I was thinking I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't able to do what they do or be like them or be as good as them. So I'd start to compare myself all the time. So my tips, probably the things that has really helped me in not comparing myself is basically switching off. So if it's career we're talking about, I'll start with career because that's the one that really helped me quite a fair bit. Well, sorry, where I've got the most experience in comparing myself. So if it's career and you're choosing to change careers or you want to try something else, right? You want to try something else, you want to choose something else. Talking bloody stupid here today. I want to say to you is we're not anybody else but ourselves, right? So when we're changing things in our life and we're looking at someone else that is here and you're there, right? So say you haven't stepped to where they are or you haven't done the things that they've done. You can't compare yourself to any other people, right? We compare ourselves because we see them as someone that's done it better or it's been doing it longer. They look amazing, and everyone says, as you all know, online, everything looks so pretty and rosy, but really, is it? So all you've got to do is, in this whole comparisonitis, or whatever you want to call it, is trust, right? Trust that where you're at is perfect, and you don't need to be anywhere else. And comparing yourself, comparing your body, comparing your looks, your clothes, your career, your love life, that person is living their life and you're living your life. We can't compare because you're not living their life, right? So how do we, this thing feels really weird, how do we stop comparing ourselves? Good question. We've got to stop. We've got to stop looking at people as better than us, and we've got to look at ourselves as equal to them. We're equal. It doesn't matter about qualifications. It doesn't matter about how you perceive that person to be. You've got to look at them as equal. You have all your unique gifts and all your unique abilities, and you just haven't trusted yourself enough yet to see that, right? And if I was talking to a younger generation, I would say to you is it's one step at a time, right? So yes, we have our mentors and we have people we look up to, but when you start to compare yourself or filter yourself from being who you are because you're comparing yourself to the other person, that's when you've really got to pick yourself up and go, hang on a minute, I'm not them, I'm me, right? And when we start to really see who we are and we own who we are, we don't compare. We usually are comparing ourselves when we're looking at someone that is doing it better or looks better than us. So when we start to go, okay, this is who I am, these are my gifts. So coming back to yourself, these are my gifts, these are things that I'm really good at, these are my qualities and these are my strengths. We then stop comparing ourselves. You know your strength. If you don't know your strength, well, then you need to work with someone to help you to establish that or help you to identify that, right? We all have our strengths, every single one of us. And when you trust yourself on those strengths, get your best friends, get your top 3 friends to tell you, they're your fans, what your strengths are. And then own that, right? If you're a younger person, you don't know how to see that, ask your best friends, what's my strengths? What's my 3 top strengths? And when you're asking that question, trust that question. Trust those answers that you get from those people. If they're your besties or your career friends or your family, you trust what they say to you, right? People that love you are going to give you honest feedback. And comparing ourselves, right? If you compare yourself for the rest of your life, you will never, ever take that next step forward because you'll be always comparing yourself to the other person, right? Or you'll compare yourself. You won't take the step forward. You may also, too, become stuck in your own life, whether it be love life, whether it be career, whether it be making big decisions. You'll stay stuck because you're always comparing what the other person's done, and you won't be fulfilled because that person's life is completely different to yours. No one life is the same. All of our lives are different. Every single one of us. There's not another one of you. You are you, and there's not another one of you, right? There's only one of you. So you have all these gorgeous gifts, and it shines through. When you start to not compare yourself, that beauty will really start to shine. You'll really start to, people start to say, what's happened with you? It's because you're trusting yourself. You're not comparing yourself to people anymore, right? You don't need to compare yourself anymore. And the reason why you are comparing yourself is because you think that people are doing it better or are better than you. That's not true. That's your ego telling you. That's your mind telling you, right? Your spirit and your gut, maybe not your gut, your spirit knows the truth. And you're beautiful exactly the way you are. You have all these beautiful gifts and all these beautiful strengths within you, but you've just got to own it. Own it. And owning it does take practice just going to filter that out. Owning it does take practice, right? It takes practice. But believe me, when you start to practice it and pick yourself up, so being really aware, so when you start to not doubt yourself, when you start to compare yourself to others and other people's lives, say, hang on a minute, that's not my life, this is my life, this is who I am. And as I always say, don't ever be jealous of, when people say, oh, I envy her, don't say that. Don't get in a habit of saying that. Say to yourself, oh my God, she's so inspiring. I love her, So that takes that whole looking for yourself, like comparing yourself to that other person. Be inspired by people. People are there to teach us. People are there to help us, not for us to compare to people in our life. We're not there to compare ourselves with other people. Every single human being on this planet has beautiful gifts and beautiful qualities and beautiful strengths. We all have that to share with the world, every single one of us. So I hope this has really helped you. I need to hone down in on this even more so, but I'm very passionate about people not comparing themselves. You have some beautiful gifts. You just need to trust who you are and tapping into your own strengths, because those strengths need to be seen in the world. They need to be heard. They need to be felt, right? When you do that, you'll start to feel very, very different within you every single day. Some sort of this thing inside of you will really start to, you'll get that inner happiness. That happiness will shine through because, and I'm going to say it, you will love yourself more. You will love who you are, all the things about you, not just the strengths, all the things that, the things that are not shining so bright, all them things are beautiful too, right? So I hope this video has helped you because I've loved creating it. I'm sure there's a lot of other elements of comparison when we compare ourselves to others. One of the really good people that has really helped me around this topic is Brené Brown. Brené Brown, is that her name? Brene Brown. She is amazing, and she really helps around these topics. So if you're wanting to extend and get some really good teachings around this, she is amazing. She's got some amazing books. She's on YouTube as well. I think she's on TED Talk as well. She's a very powerful woman and very powerful teacher, and she talks a lot around us comparing ourselves and trying to be perfectionists, and that's another video altogether. But she teaches a lot around these particular topics. I've learned a lot from her. And another one is Gala Darling as well, which is what's it called? Radical Self-Love, I think it's called. That's a really good book too as well. She's amazing. She's on Instagram. They're both on Instagram. I love Gala on Instagram, Gala Darling. But that book, Radical Self-Love, and then Brené Brown books are just incredible. You've got to get them if you struggle around these topics. I'm not kidding you. They'll really help you. So thank you for watching my video. Share the love as always. If you'd love to work with me privately or get a reading done or get a coaching session done, I have packages. I have one-on-one sessions. You can go to my website, www.freespiritwoman.com.au. Yeah, my private services are back. They're all back on my website, and you can book them at any time as long as my calendar has the availability in that month. You can DM me and have a chat to me if you didn't know and you want to book a clarity session. So clarity session is basically us just jumping on a call for 15 minutes, and we just go over the things that you're struggling with, and if you feel connected to me and we're a match and you'd love to work with me, and you can just ask me all the questions and yeah, work out whether you want to book in with me or not to work with you. I hope you've loved this video today. As I always say, I love creating these videos. I'm very passionate about helping people with a visual impact and empowering people this way, because I feel that when you connect with people's hearts and eyes, you can really sense people and what it is they're there to help you with. And if you're here watching this, you're meant to watch this video. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Love you all loads, and I'll see you on the next video.